We are, of course, back live again, but we're taking a quick break as we wait on the start of the next game. Feel free to post any questions in the chat of the stream in the meantime, and we will wait on the second game of this best of 3 to get started. If the formerly red team, which will now be blue team, I believe, does manage to win this, then they will have won this matchup and presumably move on to the next round of the tournament. Not really sure what the situation is or what tournament it is. What tourney is this for? Let me ask. We'll find out. Alright, this is apparently for Zeke's tourney, or Z33K's tourney. I'm not really sure how that's supposed to be said, but I'm assuming it's Zeke's. And, of course, stream is back up. So, I do not know anything about the tournament, so I cannot question as to how far they're into the tournament or anything about that. So we're going to have a quick break here as we wait on it still. As I've said in the last part, this has been split into 2 parts because it's a best of 3 match. Hopefully we won't need to go to a third match because I'll be awfully exhausted by then, but we're going to go ahead and cast through it in the event that it does. So I'm going to resume taking a quick break. Just wanted to fill you on what's going on there in Champion Select now. We're going to see about 2 minutes before we're back and set to go. Alright, we should be seeing the matchup here very shortly. Just waiting on the champ select to finish up with picks and bans and such like that. And we will be ready to get going here. We'll see that 2-minute, 20-second delay or so as we discuss the champions they chose and go right into the next match. For those of you who may have joined in a little late here, this is apparently for Zeke's tourney. That's Z33K. Let me see if I can Google that or something and tell you a little more. Let's go League of Legends page. Ongoing. See if I can find the league they're in. You're still in champ select, no problem here. Teams. Ah, here they go. TFG. They're 4-2. This is for the Atlas Gaming tryouts. Let's have a quick look here. The bracket. That is what I am looking for, is the bracket. Go ahead and pull this up. Yes, alright. Switch the... There we go. So you can see what I'm looking at, kind of. Still in champ select. Alright, so what we see here is that... I did unmute this, right? Yeah, I did. TFG, Team Fusion Gaming, which is the former red team against AGFW, Forsaken Wolves, I suppose that is what was formerly the blue team. Now they'll be swapped up in this best of 3 match. Winner of this will move on to face the winner of the third bracket here, and the winner of that will move on to face that winner, and so on and so forth until this happens. Apparently, the prize is to become the pro team of Atlas Gaming. Oh, good luck to all the teams involved here. We will see how this goes for them. All right. Should be pretty close to done with champion select here. Go ahead and close that down. And we will be back in touch with that tournament after this match. Potentially. If they win, then we'll be done with it. Actually, in any case, we'll be done with it because we've already seen it. Go ahead and close that window up. No problem there. Closed. All right. So we're going to go ahead and see the next part here very shortly. As soon as champion select is done. Period. 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 Just waiting on this to finish up. And make sure I'm on the right camera stuff. Hello, me. I see myself again. I look fantastic today. Have I told you that? Yes, you've told me that today. Last time you were looking in the mirror, you said just that same phrase. You look absolutely fantastic today. Truly, truly outrageous. All right, we're almost done with the champ select here. Don't have any filler for this, so let's go on. Finish up the champ select. Let me see your choices. We will very soon have a decision here on both teams as to which champions they're going to bring in this match and which bans and picks and such and everything like that that they've gone with. As soon as we see those names change from in champion select to in-game, we'll be able to spectate. Yes, can't spectate yet. I need to see that. Bam, there it is. Okay, to the spectate. We've got the 2 minute 55 second delay here. And on the red team, oh, they're actually going to be red again, staying on the same set. Hasn't swapped up to before. All right, so Graves is Flash, Ignite, Crazy. I had trouble with that last time, and I decided to call him Croy. Second guy on the list, Olaf, the jungler, with Ghost and Smite. Zarkenpachi will be the jungler once again as Olaf. Vasil will probably be going top once again as Kha'Zix. And it looks like Leona, once again, DC Trojan 72, bringing Leona up to the bot lane with Flash Exhaust. And we have Evelyn, the mid, Distant Faith, with Flash Ignite. For the purple team, we have Poisonous Nexus, the jungler, with Flash Smite, Nautilus. We have Ezreal as the AD carry, Lover's X Requiem with Flash and Cleanse. And we've got LTG Frog with Flash and Exhaust as the support, as Tarek. And FF Sade is once again playing Kennen in the top lane with Flash and Ignite, and mid goes that awesome Swain with Flash and Ignite. Now, many of you will not be familiar with that awesome at all, unless you're watching this and you know him as a result of knowing him, you are watching this. But in the event that you do not know who he is a main Swain. That's right, a main Swain. That is kind of fun to say because it rhymes. And with that main Swain, we see that his Swain is probably his strongest character at the moment here, so we'll see how that matches up to the Evelyn. Evelyn, having to get very close to her target to do a lot of damage, is going to have trouble with the Swain in mid, simply because, hey, Swain does damage up close too. So, not being able to get in and murder him very quickly, he tends to be very tanky, sustainy mid lane. We're going to be a problem for that Evelyn to try to burst down. If Evelyn gets fed by going off to other lanes getting kills, that could spell trouble for the Swain in mid. Up at the top lane, we'll have the Kazakhs against the Cannon. Kazakhs is very strong right now with the changes to the Black Cleaver. He was pretty strong at the end of Season 2, actually, although lesser known. But with the new Black Cleaver such, he's just ridiculous at the moment. Very common ban in most matches. And we will see him up against Sade's Kennen, which we had a look at top line. Had a pretty good advantage on the Vladimir last round, with a slight advantage throughout the entire process. Down bot lane, Ezreal Taric, very good at doing damage against a Leona Graves, who also very good kill lane for a standard support and AD carry. So, that lane could go either way, depending on how the stuns work out there. Leona, of course, does have more stuns at her disposal. Taric's got some extra capability and utility, including his heal, which can help sustain the Ezreal and Taric himself. And with the jungler competition there, we've got the Olaf, which is going to be very good at hunting down said Ezreal. Although Ezreal is a slippery, slippery little fish to catch. And the opposing Nautilus, very good at the CC. That Nautilus coming to gank in your lane means that they are going to be CC'd for a good long time and have a whole lot of trouble doing anything about it. Alright, this is the second of potentially 3 matches in the best of 3 in the second round of the Zeke's tournament for Atlas Gaming's pro team slot. And now we wait on the loading screen once again, with Croy being the slow loader. Formerly Caitlyn, now Graves. Now Ezreal right now is pretty good. Pretty good right now. He's going to be a difficult matchup for anything. Graves is also good with Leona and Taric. Always strong supports for doing lots of damage to kill the opposing team. Leon will go in there, stun him up. Graves will just do his burst and kill them really fast. Conversely, Taric will go in and stun them, and Ezreal will go in and do his burst, killing them really fast. Will be interesting to see how they manage to do this competition here. The cleanse on Ezreal is going to be a big game changer here, being able to cleanse out that stun of Leona, whereas Graves will not have the same opportunity. Could spell trouble for the blue bot lane. Especially if Nautilus comes to say hello in the bot lane, because Nautilus has lots of CC as well, and Graves has no escape other than his smoke grenade is sort of like an escape in some situations, and of course his little dash. He will not have a cleanse to escape with. That Ignite could spell trouble if they can get the extra damage onto the Ezreal or the Taric and pick up a bonus kill from that extra true damage, but we will see how that goes in bot lane. Top, I have not seen a Kazakhs fight a Kennen yet, so I'm not sure of their competition there. It looked like that Kennen did a very good job of dominating the top lane last round against the Vladimir. Whether that was due to the matchup itself or the skill of the top lane players is up for debate. We are going to see the jungling Olaf start with Boots and Potions, and the jungling Nautilus start with Machete and Potions. All of blue team seems to be heading up right over to the blue buff to start with, and all of red team seems to be heading to their blue buff to start with. This may be a somewhat more standard of a start instead of a double invade here. They may just both stay in their own jungle, although they look like they may decide to say, bugger that, and let's do what we want. We see all of blue team just heading right across into the red jungle towards the red buff, looking to take up an early red for the Olaf. And blue team is in the defensive position, waiting to protect their blue buff against any invade from the blue team, unaware that their red is actually the target of the blue team. Blue getting ready to hopefully catch anyone trying to get up to the top lane if they decide to walk there from the bottom side of the lane. Nice little ward placement there, gives them plenty of forward warding. Looks like they may just be backing out on this one and looking to do something of their own with no opposition there. They just went ahead and warded up the enemy red buff, maybe for a later kill in the jungle when they see him go for his own red. Evelyn and Olaf could go in and try and get a kill on him. We will see how that ward comes into play later on. Meanwhile, the top laners and the opposing bot laner will go to their base and meet up with the minions to start the farm. Both teams starting wolves. A little more help for the Nautilus there because he is 4-3 assisting, but they finish at about the same time nonetheless. Each team will start up with its blue. Barn turned them fairly quickly on both cases. It looks like it's going to be a smiteless leash. And I believe Olaf did use his smite for his. So that's going to be a slight jungling advantage to the Nautilus. As he does come around for that red buff, he's going to have that smite available to use. Alright, up at the top we've got FFC as the Kennen against Vaisal. Once again as the Kazakhs. Well, once again, not as the Kazakhs, he was Vlad last time. But we are seeing them matched up once again, is what I entirely meant by that. In mid, we've got Swain as Zawsum is Swain against Distant Faith as the Evelyn. And down in the bot lane, we have Croy and DC Trojan with Graves and Leona against Lover's X Requiem as Israel and LTG Frog as Tarek. Early level 2 going to the blue team, getting a very hard in on that Ezreal, easily going to kill him there for a nice first blood for the Graves. The advantage of that early level 2 being huge for them, because as soon as Leona hits level 2, she can go in and get a kill. And that is exactly what happened in that situation. Tarek just sitting there helpless to do anything about it. Back in mid, we're seeing Swain with 6 farm over Evelyn. Easily trying to zone Evelyn out of the situation because she is not going to have a good time if she gets too close and gets snared and caught. Nautilus going to take his wolves while Leona looks like she's getting a little froggy and going in for a gank on the Swain. She can get in there and get the stun on there and do enough damage in order to get Evelyn back into this early match. And in goes the Swain, puts the slow on the Evelyn, doing lots of damage there, gets ignited, and oh, the missed Zenith Blade with a nice flash by the Zawsum, getting him well out of range of that Leona. Ending up with a huge advantage for Swain in the mid lane, despite the support coming up to gank, because Evelyn is very, very low now. Very, very low. With just 1 potion and biscuit left to Swain's flask. Where's Swain? There you are, Swain. Swain, how many charges do you have left in your flask? I don't know. 2. There he is. 2. That's right. 2 charges left on the Swain flask against Evelyn's 1 health potion and biscuit. Down in the bot lane, Ezreal trying to catch back up and farm to the Graves after having given up the first blood. Up in top, Vaisal pushed up to his tower at a 0 level disadvantage now to the Kennen. We'll look at the farms. Kennen has 24 to Vaisal's 17. A slight advantage to FFC in the situation, but not a significant lead at this point in the game. Got Olaf coming in to try to do a gank on the mid, say awesome as well. Now, that Leona ganking mid earlier, as we see this go down, we're going to go ahead and ignore what I was saying earlier. Lots of damage going on there. Awesome. Oh, the Olaf picks up the kill with an axe, and down goes the Evelyn to the tower shot. And getting a little too close there and taking that kill to Swain, keeping him closer into this match here as the junglers take over the mid lane and keep either side from blowing up. Now, as I was saying about the Leona gank on the Swain in mid is, one thing I use myself sometimes when we do 5-5 customs, I'm against is a awesome Swain, is I'll be a support Leona and I will camp the mid lane, giving him nice practice against that Leona gank. I'm glad to see that he was able to avoid it effectively, but that... And Leona goes in on the Ezreal, getting a good stun in place, but the counter stun onto the Graves prevents either side from having too much damage done, but with a heal available to the Tarek, giving a little bit more of an advantage to their side from that trade-off. Ezreal at 28 farm to Graves 26 farm, but the first blood by Graves, giving him that slight gold advantage in the situation anyways. And by slight, I mean significant, 400 gold advantage. Evelyn sneaking around in the bot lane, looking to see if she can pick up another kill for them. Meanwhile, Swain just farms mid. If Evelyn gets nothing from this, then she's just going to fall further behind the Swain, giving Swain a great advantage in the top lane, or in the mid lane. If Evelyn does manage to get in for a kill, it can be a huge trouble for the red team. Leona misses the Zenith Blade, blows her stun, and is unable to hit anyone with it, so she's going to have to wait at least 7 seconds on her cooldowns. Evelyn backing out of lane, unable to do anything from it. That puts Awesome's 26 farm and 1-1 stats to Evelyn's 15 farm and 0-1-1 stats. But Evelyn did pick up a nice little gold per 5 item there to help her out with her roaming gold. She's about 400 gold behind Swain in this situation, who is now not roaming down, just checking the bush a little. And here I am trying to select the right thing. Let me just go ahead and close that for a minute. Alright, we're looking at the situation up in top lane, and we have 35 farm on the Kazakhs, 36 farm on the Kazakhs, to the 47 farm on the Kennen. Kennen with a gold advantage here. Kazakhs are very close to finishing his Brutalizer, whereas Kennen has cloth armor and pots and does not appear to have used any potions, nor have gone B yet. Now, down the bot lane, we still have some action here, so we're going to back off just a little and see how it went down. Back off a little more. We've got Nautilus coming in from the gank. Taric does hit the stun, and Nautilus coming in from behind, flashes in, Q's in, hitting with the anchor, and the ultimate going down with the Graves, and Leona flashes out. Is she going to get away from the situation? Lots of damage go down, but she does indeed get away with 2 bars of health there. And Nautilus, just happy with himself, starts tromping up towards Dragon. Up in the mid lane, we see Awesome Swain bullying around the Evelyn just a little bit because he's got the advantage and the capability to. Olaf is starting out the blue buff. Evelyn's going to need that pretty heavily if she's going to have any chance against the Swain in the mid lane. And, oh, never mind. Olaf just taking it, and Evelyn's going to have to fend for herself mana-wise. Kazakh getting some farm as Kennen's gone B, picked up a Leandri's Torment to go with his pots and cloth armor and ward. Kazakh's holding onto a ward but hasn't put it out yet. Now in the bot lane, Taric's finishing off B while blue team comes back to the farming. That kill helps equalize the bot lane with Graves with 2,300 gold and Ezreal with 2,450. Slight advantage to Ezreal. That's 7 farm plus. Swain almost taking down the Evelyn in the mid lane with a good amount of press, forcing her back and pop some potions. In comes the Olaf to try to get some action on the Swain once again, missing the axe, and Swain just wandering around looking at the beer carton axe from the Olaf. Just picked up his axe in time, and those little folded up beer cartons make for wonderful weapons. Very distracting ones as well if you're a bit of an alcoholic. And up in the top lane, we've got Kennen still with now with a slight disadvantage in the farm. Only 1 or 2 CS behind, but should have a bit of a gold lead nonetheless. Yep, just that 1 farm difference there. Some very even gold. They're just having a nice time farming up top once again. Back in the mid lane is Evelyn, and complete with an amplifying tome to go with that. Oh, gets hit by the Swain stun. Going to take some free harass here from the Swain. There's not a whole lot there, but he's got a blue buff, and it's not costing me anything to take down over a quarter of her health. Down the bot lane, we have Graves returning to lane once again, as Ezreal is just standing there, waiting patiently for last hits. Up at top, we see a lot of press going down, and down goes the Kazakhs to the tower dive from Kennen's Sade's Kennen. Sade almost completely unharmed by that. We're going to have to bump back just a little here and see exactly what went on. Alright, so that wasn't far enough. Alright, back we go. Okay, full health. And let's see how this burst goes down. We've got a nice little farmland going on there. And suddenly out of nowhere, in goes the Sade and gets a stun landed. And down goes the ult as soon as the stun hits. Staying well in front of him. Kazakh's just doing nothing but trying to escape because he can't do any damage in return. And Sade getting out with just a little damage from the tower and a free kill. And in goes the snowballing in the top lane. Down in the bot lane, we've got just 2-on-2 right there. Thought I saw a ping down there. Thought I saw a putty gat. And Nautilus just chilling out by the red tower, ready to come in. As soon as the Taric stun goes down, in comes the Nautilus. He must have his flash up as he's going to reverse that way, and he is coming in. Down goes the ultimate, and the Ezreal ult hits. And is he going to do enough damage to the Taric to kill it? Or is the Taric going to do enough damage to the Graves to kill it, rather? And flash from the Taric does pick up the kill, and Nautilus picks up the kill on Leona. Swain just chilling down to see if he could clean up anything up, but they were already dead by the time he got there. Olaf and Evelyn coming to see if they can pick up that low health Taric. Red team going to clear off the ward at Dragon, just daring Evelyn and Olaf to say, hey, come try and steal us. Let's see how you do. Evelyn's going to try and come here maybe and ult the 3 of them, but oh, she gets spotted, and she gets chased off, and she's just going to blow her W and run. Kennen going to be up in the top lane and back down to Dragon. Tarek just calmly killing Ward. No problem at all. More damage down on the Dragon. No vision at all for the red team, or the blue team. The red team is taking a very long time to do anything with this. But they are just waiting on the blue team to try to make a move for it. Picking up the Dragon, giving it a nice 2.2k gold advantage. No towers yet, but a 2 kill lead for the red team. We see Kennen once again with a 12 CS lead. Vaisel's got a bit of a chance to make that up with his Kha'Zix left alone lane to farm up this little minion wave before Kennen gets back. Kennen's ult should be up in about 15 seconds, so she will be able to burst down Kha'Zix again if he has no new defense. Still hasn't built any magic resist, but he did get a Ruby health pistol. Down goes Ezreal to clear that lane pretty quickly, doing some decent damage to the Graves as well. Because, hey, if he can hurt them all, why not? That Ezreal has a good cooldown. And in goes Leona, missing the Zenith Blade. Nice little jump aside by the Ezreal. Graves just tanking the tower so much. And down goes the Graves to the tower, getting a kill for Ezreal and the Tarek assist. And in comes Tarek and Ezreal, seeing if they can get the stun on the Leona, who does get stunned, but they just back off nicely because Evelynn was missing and they didn't know how close she was to getting there. Better safe than sorry. Leona isn't worth the gold it takes to give the kill, or even a double kill, to Evelynn. Olaf pushing up the mid lane while Swain decides to go B. And we've got Kennen back in the mid. Kennen with the ult available. No flash or ignite, though. But we're going to see if this Kha'Zix is caught out of position. And in goes the Ezra. And down goes a bit of damage. Sate actually taking more damage from that harass. I thought that was going to be it again. If she had landed the stun there, she probably would have ulted, done tons of damage to that Kha'Zix. But instead, she's playing a bit safer and just pushing up. Oh, down at the bottom. Oh, red team double kill as, let's back up and have a look at this. Stop paying attention to that top lane, Fox. So much more interesting things going on down here. Looks like, Leona and Evelynn are going to have a free kill here on this lonely Tarek with nothing to protect him but the lonely tower. Oh, the stun going down. Lots of damage going down on the Tarek. He does heal himself up. And the ignite goes down. Evelynn is sitting there taking the tower. And Tarek's still alive, just dancing around the tower, daring them to come in. As Leona dies at the tower, Evelynn comes to the tower. Tarek scoring a double kill all alone against Evelynn and Leona. Unbelievable, just failure on the part of the blue team here. No offense intended, but holy crap, they could have done, if Evelynn had stayed in and done some more damage, or they'd just gotten out of tower range, they could have turned that double kill into a kill for them instead, but no, they just sat there and died to the tower and let Tarek walk away with no health and a double kill. Giving a nice 3.4k gold advantage to the red team, who is pushing up in the top lane, forcing Olaf and Kha'Zix to stay here with Nautilus and Seed ready to jump in at the moment's notice and get a kill here, perhaps. Seed still has her ult up, and Nautilus is just wandering away. Swain looked like he was heading up in that general direction, but he's going back to farm up mid with the 73 CS, 1 kill, 1 death to the Evelynn's 37 CS, 2 deaths, 1 assist. This is starting to look further and further into the hands of the red team with a significant 3.6k gold advantage at 13 minutes in. We're already seeing Ezreal with the BF sword almost to a bloodthirster. And we're seeing Kennen up there with armor build up very nicely. And as soon as we see a needlessly large rod there, we're going to start seeing a Zanya's pop up probably. Good bit of armor against that Kha'Zix top. Olaf looking to make something happen on Sade. And meanwhile, as I'm busy looking at top lane, stuff happens in the bottom lane again. We'll go back and have a look at what's going on here. Ezreal and Tarek are pushing up to the tower. And Tarek's ult is up and about, allowing them to do some good damage to the tower if they so choose. And meanwhile, Olaf heads up to the top lane. Ezreal starts backing off. And, did I go back too far? I guess I went back too far. Did I miss it? Oh, I missed it. It was Leona. I didn't go back far enough. Haha. Take two. There we go. That explains. Okay, here we go. Here's the action that we were looking for. Graves has come back in the lane now. Leona's only a little bit hurt. I've already used her W, though, so she's not going to have that tankiness to do anything about it. We're going to see if she's going to try and get cheeky. And in goes the Zenith Blade. The stun on the Tarek. Very bad choice to stun the Tarek, even despite all the damage that's going down. Oh, and that Leona gets bursted almost instantly from all that damage from the Ezreal, leaving Graves at about half health, and Tarek just heals himself up. Like, why would you focus me? There's no reason to do that. If you E me, you should go walk over and stun the Ezreal instead of the Tarek. They weren't able to burst enough damage onto that Tarek, and as a result, Leona died for no cost for the red team. Yeah, softening up their lead just a little more for the 3-point Make that a 4.0k gold lead. And we see up top, Kennen does have his ult available. We're going to see Sade try and go in and do some significant damage to this Kha'Zix here, who now has Mercury Treads to try and do a bit of extra tankiness against her CC. And magic damage. Over in the middle, we have is a awesome Swain, 87 farm, 1 kill, 1 death, 2. Evelyn just roaming around with her 48 farm. Once again, about half of the opposing mids just getting nominated here. And 2 deaths, 1 assist to the 1 kill, 1 death of the Swain. Nahlis had to stop by kind of cheekily in the middle lane. Almost no wards for the blue team except in their own tri-bush here. If you're going to have 1 ward, that's a good place for it. But they do need more wards than just that one. Red team got good ward coverage just about anywhere, including a pink ward up top to kill any wards that Kha'Zix tries to play, or to see Evelyn if she tries to sneak in through the lane. In goes the Sage, trying to do some damage here with the charge. Misses out just a little bit there. So she's just going to back off and just continue farming. Down in the bot lane, Taric gets caught once again by the stuns. Olaf is there to fight too, but hey, a lot of damage coming back in. Evelyn's there. If Ezreal gets a little bit greedy there, as he does not. Leona missing that Zenith Blade, but hey, here comes Swain walking into the warded tri-bush. That Evelyn ready to pounce in and burst someone down. Swain just goes in and tower dives the 3 of them. Evelyn coming up from behind. And, gets spotted between the Ezreal and the Taric, taking some free damage and doing absolutely nothing to help her team at all. And then Swain just continues going in, trying to finish off the Graves, but does not manage to do... Oh, hey, never mind. He does manage to do it. That Ignite on there, I believe, did enough damage to finish it off. And Evelyn caught on the tower by all 4 of them, just saying, hey, there's Evelyn here. 1 tower, you can't kill all 4 of us. Let's just kill Evelyn and have a free tower. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Kha'Zix got killed by Sade once again. We'll back off just a tad here, see what we can see. And once again, we see the stun going down and the ult on the far side of his escape. And hey, Kha'Zix almost gets away here. That Ignite on him, but that W from the Kennen. Oh, the missed Q, but that last auto attack will do enough damage to finish off the Kha'Zix. Who LOLs. The fact that he died. And there with the Evelyn, as I noted earlier before, giving a 9 kill advantage and a 5.2k gold lead to the red team. And down goes Blue's bot tower. Blue's top tower threatened now by the Kennen and the minion wave. Should get some damage on there. May not see that go down, although Olaf, Leona, and Graves are all heading to the bot lane instead of top, so no one's going to be there to stop Kennen if he so chooses to destroy the tower. Which is now less than half, but ran out of minions to take it. Meanwhile, red team sitting around waiting for that dragon to spawn so they can have some free extra gold advantage. And down goes the dragon, and let's see how long it takes them to kill it. Just a few seconds here. It's already at half health. Down, further, down, and dead. Another dragon for the red team. Olaf just showing up right there, walking past a ward. Just hello, everyone. And 3 going down with Ezreal shortly behind, trying to get a kill on his bot lane. Is Swain going to be able to land a snare on Leona and hit? But that Leona ult hitting all of them. Oh, the Nahlis anchor does hit, easily taking that Leona down. And Olaf goes in on the Ezreal. Ezreal just jumps over the wall. And that Ghost having to be burned by the Olaf to get out of range in time. Evelyn goes in with the Ezreal very low. Ezreal does get taken down there by the burst of Evelyn and the Olaf going back in, giving a lot of damage onto the Nautilus and the Swain, but Swain does pick up the kill on the Olaf and may be able to escape. No, it looks like Graves is going to pull down the Swain as well. Oh, it slow goes down. Is that enough for the Swain to escape? One more snare would stop them both and forces them to dodge out of the way. Evelyn may have enough speed to catch up here. Are we going to see Evelyn be able to kill off the Swain? No. Off goes the Evelyn. Not quite able to pick up on the kill. Giving kill on the Olaf and the Graves, I believe it was, for blue team to Ezreal for the red. That gives the red team a nice, pretty, let's stop looking at nothing here and follow Sade for a minute. A 6.3 thousand gold advantage in 18 minutes. 1 tower to 0 towers, 14 kills to 5 with 9 kill advantage. In goes Sade, or just rushing in, missing the Shuriken, and just missing everything. Kha'Zix taking the opportunity of Sade missing all her skill shots to do a bit of damage in exchange. Alright, let's look at the mid situation again. Evelyn at 53 farm, 1 kill, 3 deaths, 2 swings, 5 kill, 1 death, and 99 farm. About half as much farm once again, and still maintained. Kennen putting a lot of damage down on the tower since Kha'Zix does not have the health to do anything about it. And another gold advantage goes to the red team as they take more map control with good ward placement. Only blue has a ward at Dragon. No other wards for the blue team. Plenty of wards for the red team. And here they go to take out that mid tower. Almost unopposed. Tarek's coming around, but so is Olaf. But hey, Olaf, one axis is not going to help the tower live at all. It's only going to annoy them further, giving a nice 8,000 gold advantage. Oh, and Olaf gets caught by the snare. A little bit of damage put in from the Swain, but not enough initiate to quite go tanking in on that tower against an Olaf. In comes the next mini wave, not quite fast enough, so Tarek is going to take the tower briefly as Leon ults in, and they're going to initiate him. Down goes the Ezreal, and Leon is going to die very quickly without doing any damage at all. And Kha'Zix gets caught by the Nautilus anchor. Nautilus tanking up the tower a bit, and Swain going in, going to be able to finish off that Grave pretty easily there. Double kill for the Swain after Graves goes down, after having originally picked off the Leona. And a GG goes down from the Graves, which means we're probably going to see an FF here from the blue team. The surrender as the mid tower goes down. The inhibitor touching next time my face again in top. And we're seeing this inhibitor go down pretty fast. Are we going to actually see a surrender here? There it goes. 4-1 surrender vote for the blue team. That puts the victory, the best of 3, to the red team with TGF, who will move on in the bracket for the Zeke's Atlas Gaming Pro Competition. And remember, the winner of this tournament will become the pro team for Atlas Gaming and move into the big league. All right, that's the second game of this 2-game set. It could have been 3 games, but since purple team took both wins, or the red as I kept referring to them, as they are red in the spectator mode, definitely means that they are moving on in the bracket. And congratulations to TGF for that win. I had a contact here, can't look at it now, and we are going to be moving on for the end of the show. That's right, everyone. GG. Good games. Grats on moving on. That will be forever memorialized in this with our, wow, 6 viewers. Nice, very nice. Now that everything is set up, we have completed this broadcast now that everyone is watching. I hope that everyone enjoys this, and the arcades will be available both on YouTube and Twitch TV. Just go to twitch.tv/FilibusterFox to watch it live every night at 9 p.m. Pacific, and you can check the archives there as well. If you see audio sync problems on the YouTube version, as I said at the beginning of these parts, that you can just go see the archives at the Twitch TV account area. Or if you want to watch them later on YouTube, you can at any time. I upload them every night. They just take a bit to transfer over, and they will be available on YouTube with the risk of an audio sync problem, but otherwise they work out pretty much the same. It's been FilibusterFox, and I've mostly been casting one round of the Zeke's tournament bracket for the Atlas Gaming competition. Well, I hope everyone had an opportunity to learn from these matches here. And this is FilibusterFox. I am signing out. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 p.m. Pacific, Twitch TV/FilibusterFox. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful night.